Now, on
Well,
Amazon, they have something called the Pin Time, Pintime. It's a Chinese knockoff. They try to fool you to
you
think
gotta
it's the
love
Pine
Amazon.
Time.
Amazon has just become an absolute sewer. It's
Oh,
amazing.
it's awful.
No, it's
Absolutely
weird
awful.
because I see the exact same things on AliExpress, like the exact same things, except they have a markup, and the shipping time in a lot of cases is the exact same. So
Yeah,
Have
it's
you?
just Amazon has become a drop shipper for AliExpress.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, did you see that they have their own version of it now? Let me see. I forget what it's called, but Haul, Amazon Haul, and it's basically just like all
Like
of
Temu
those.
or something.
Yeah, no, I mean you go to Haul and it's like it's the same thing. Like get 60% off everything and save $5 or off of 50, 10% off of 75, and it's all just like $2 like garbage. Like it is. It's just all like it's just junk. It's like literally looking at Temu. It's just junk. And I guess the difference is that maybe you don't have to wait forever for shipping, but it doesn't tie in with Prime. So you have to spend $25 to unlock free shipping. And yeah, it's just so I guess this is Amazon's way of trying to, they've got fashion, electronics and office, accessories, kitchen, home improvement, beauty, sports. And it's just
Trash.
it's all just garbage.
hey,
And so
I order stuff from AliExpress.
I do too.
I should
yeah,
have like 5 batteries that just showed up
yeah. Just
in my mailbox for headsets
So I have
because
a
you
little
can't buy them anywhere else.
Amazon story, and I just knew in the back of my head this was going to happen. So Brita makes a what would you call a water filter container? No, not the pitcher, but it's like a big one. Called the
Mhm.
Stream, Brita Stream Ultra
Yeah, it's that
Slim.
giant one, right?
Yeah, and
It takes up like your whole shelf in your fridge.
it's ultra. They make a one called Ultra Slim, and so
Oh,
it's only like this narrow. So my girlfriend
okay.
has one that fits perfectly between her sink and her fridge. There's a little bit of cabinet space, so I couldn't find it anywhere. Apparently they quit making it or something. But I found it online from just a random seller on Amazon, and but it was a third party seller. And I looked at the seller's reviews, and they got like 1.5 stars out of 5. And I thought, oh great, there's no way they got this. I said, I know what they're doing is they're drop shipping shit, and then having Amazon do fulfillment. And so
Mm-hmm.
if I order this, they're gonna send me the wrong one. I guarantee it. So I ordered it January 2nd through them, and they had 3 day shipping. I get it today, the 17th. It's not even the Brita Stream Ultra Slim. It's just the regular giant container that they marked up and tried to trick me into. They knew this wasn't what I ordered, and it's supposed to come with 3 filters. Didn't come with any of that, and so I immediately signed a return notice. I said I waited 3 weeks for this fucking thing. It's not even the right one, and I knew they were going to do that. And so I'm hoping that I can get a hold of Amazon and say you need to kick this fucking seller off your marketplace because they're doing this to everybody.
I heard a really interesting sort of conspiracy theory about this because basically someone was saying, well, why would you even, what's the point of sending this shit out? Because it's either the wrong product or you never get it, or they tell you got it and you didn't. It's like a game. What is the game? Why are they doing it? And someone was like, well, that's just a way to harvest contact information from people. And because whenever you buy shit, you're giving them credible contact information,
address and all that.
Exactly. And so now basically they don't care that you're not going to get anything fulfilled. They didn't lose anything. You'll probably get your money back from whatever platform because you're going to go bitch to Amazon. Exactly. And so then the seller just harvested your data and they'll get kicked off, but who cares? They'll just create another account. I was like, damn, that's probably what it is.
And like the name of the seller is not even spelled correctly. Let's see. They're called, they're called Pet Friendly, and this isn't even a pet for pets or anything, but friendly is spelled FREINDLY instead of IENDLY. You'd think your store name you would spell correctly, and then their address, where it comes from, is really weird. 30 lowercase n, lowercase GOULD, lowercase st, lowercase ste, 41937. So that all lowercase street name and everything. Sheridan, Wyoming. With some suite, supposedly. It's called All City Shop LLC. It's so sketchy.
It's probably tied to some like militia commune somewhere that's like, this is the way that they're able to make money and
it's just scam people
more
on
weapons.
Amazon.
Well, I'm waiting for an Amazon order, and I've been seeing Amazon, yeah, we'll deliver this tomorrow, and nope, next 2 or 3 days. We really promise you tomorrow, but 2 or 3 days. I don't know whether Amazon is just having shipping problems or what's going on.
I don't either. Yeah, they did that to me with the humidifier I ordered. And what they would do is says, if it's not here by so-and-so date, come here for a refund. So I'd go to the page, and then they changed it. If it's not here by 3 days later, come for a refund. Went back to the page 3 days later. If it's not here by so-and-so, come back. Like, what the fuck,
Also, I've been trying Lenovo mini PCs, and one of them came with this Mickey Mouse power supply that was maybe the right power supply, but it was about the size of a standard mains breaker instead of a laptop brick. Well, for $20, I was able to get a regular Lenovo power supply that looked like a laptop brick, and the machine has been much happier, but I had to buy the extra power supply to get something that's working halfway decent. I don't know if it's a reseller thing or my Mickey Mouse power and that small supply just didn't like each other. I don't know, but I'm just saying.
My confidence that what I am buying is what I'm going to get, or that it is truly the best option for my money, because that's another one. I feel like I'll search for something, my wife will search for something, she'll get different results than I do.
I learned that
And
a long time ago. That's a good point. That most of the time, Amazon is not the best value for your money as far as buying the same product.
Okay.
No.
But I think he was going somewhere else with that, because sometimes my wife will get different prices than I will.
Oh,
on the exact same
Amazon?
product. Like, she'll send me the link, I'll click on it, and my price will be higher than hers.
Really? I haven't heard of that. I put the address of that seller in the matrix, and if you go to the Google Maps and look up, it's called Wyoming Corporation Office. It's the most generic money laundering place I've ever seen.
Right?
Wow.
One of the things that I've found with some of the stuff when you order these mini PCs is that you may not get the same generation you're actually ordering.
Oh, really?
You'll get 2 generations down, and sometimes, like I've had one PC which had a dead DisplayPort socket, And I've had one where I thought I was going to get VGA capability and they didn't have the VGA port on it. You know, I mean, sometimes it's an upgrade from, let's say, 700 generation to 900 generation on the product. And some of the latest mini PCs are advertising 10 gigahertz USB, but just sometimes, you know, you don't know what kind of approximation you know, you order a Lenovo PC and it may be labeled as an HP PC or some mini PC or whatever. I mean, I've been happy with the units that I've got, or I've been able to make them work. But, you know, when I order a certain generation of processor with certain outputs, I expect to get that generation in that processor.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you absolutely have an expectation that I mean, it's not like you would ever walk into a brick and mortar store and they would have a box describing the contents and then have, you know, the wrong contents in the box. You know, it which is exactly what, you know, the box being the listing, the images that are being shown. I mean, I've seen someone's not just one, but I mean several where the reviews don't relate to the product. It's like, you know, I just at this point, the whole like enshittification thing, if you guys are, you know, are familiar with that concept, where you start by making the users happy and then you pick it up by having the sellers be happy, and then you basically just rape everybody and make it so that you're making as much money as you can, and you literally just don't give a shit about anybody at this point. Like, because who's the competition? You've already bought everybody. You know, there's really almost nowhere to go. And anyway, so I feel like we're squarely in that territory with Amazon at this point, where I used to feel like, especially for like little gadget type stuff, like I would, you know, search for a charger or for a battery or for just like a household kind of thing, and you would get, you know, kind of a list of products from companies that you would recognize, and you know, that and now if you get any brand of something that you actually recognize when you're trying to buy anything like that, like it, and I just bought a teapot for the kitchen. Our neighbors have literally the same teapot, but they probably bought it a year ago off of Amazon. Has a completely different name from the product, from the company who designed it or built it or sold it. It has literally the exact same design, 100% the same piece of equipment. Just the only thing that's different is the name that's on it. And, you know, that's what Amazon is now. It's just a bunch of junk companies that don't even really exist, or exist to sell like one big batch of something. And then as soon as that stuff is gone, they just, you know, make up another name. And I just don't, I've pondered this, like, it seems like you would put a little bit of effort into just building a brand and having a recognizable name. But I guess at least, and I can't say it's directly like China specifically, although I do think that's who it is. Which makes me think, like, is that what business is to them? Like, they just don't care about that part of it.
Yes.
Like, they just want the thing and don't, you know, I don't know. It's confusing.
Joe, what was that we were looking at on the show on Amazon one time? That whatever the product we were looking, the reviews were like for like baby diaper or
I don't know what we were looking at, but it's a fairly common practice for them to have a product that reviews well and then swap in a crap product instead, and then
it was
just
something
keep the
completely
reviews.
different.
Yeah.
Have you guys been solicited to provide a 5-star review in exchange for a gift card?
Oh yeah, I never fall for that.
Nope.
I have a lot.
No, I don't either, but it happens pretty frequently, and that's like supposedly, you know, against the rules, but like Amazon cares at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then I get sent shit all the time that I didn't order. You guys get that too? That way they can build a reputation on Amazon. Like they'll send out cheap shit like phone cases, and they have a name for it. I forgot what the official name for it. It's fraud, but
and then they write a positive review because it's confirmed delivery.
Yeah, confirmed delivery. So they'll get somebody else to write the review for it. But yeah, I get that stuff sometimes.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I